I live in a storage unit because it's cheap in comparison to an apartment. Living here is actually really comfortable. I get a lot of things that I need and want to get done here. I can exercise.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about an interesting video that came across my timeline of a young man talking about his experiences living in a storage unit. Now, I understand what's happening right now in America: poverty, homelessness, inflation, just the general cost of living has gone through the roof. And don't live in California, my goodness. I mean, look, something like this might be where you end up. Okay, you see what this is right here. This caption says, "This is not Skid Row, the famous homeless encampment downtown Los Angeles. This is not Skid Row. This is a nice neighborhood on the west side where studio apartments, 300, 400 square foot, cost $2,000, which is probably a small amount of money." That right there, that's Los Angeles. And you could see the homelessness. And that same scene is happening all over the left coast, especially, but in other American cities. Austin, Texas, I'm seeing some of that a little bit in Atlanta. I've never seen anything quite like this. Okay, you got some 2-story condos outside being built by just wood and random pieces of things. All right, this is looking like a slum in India somewhere. Okay, but that's happening right now in California and all over the country. That's a big thing. So God's saying, you know what, rather than dealing with that, what I'm going to do is live in a storage unit. Now, before I wrote a video, I want to ask you guys, would you live in a storage unit? Have you lived in a storage unit? Where would you want to live? In your vehicle, a storage unit? Like, what would you do if an apartment wasn't really an option? I've seen some of these apartments, even in the hood, you're paying quite a bit of money. I know Atlanta, because I go to Atlanta a lot. A decent spot that your car might not get broken into that much. Maybe you won't really see too many roaches. You're talking about $1,800 for a two bed, two bath, maybe 2 bed, 1 bath apartment, 18. Yeah. And if you don't really mind roaches, it's not really a big deal. Well, hey, maybe 1,200, maybe 1,000. You're still going to pay. You're not going to be able to get a spot just for free. That's not happening. Now, before I go any further into it, let's go ahead and check out the actual storage unit video. Of course, this video will be in the box, also in the description. If you're on IG, visit the link, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
I live in a storage.
Now, one thing I wanted to show you here, you see the, like, let's not just zoom past that and ignore what was seen. We have a little bit of a wall right here. Okay, you got this man has boxes to prevent the back from being seen from the outside. So when you pop open the thing, you just see boxes. You don't really see living space, right? And then you come around, you got a little passageway. You saw their belongings. Okay, you got a little seating area in here, a chair. You got a full dresser, probably got the clothes and stuff in there. And then there's a young lady sleeping. So we got a family in here. Let's keep on. We're going to talk about this a little bit more.
I live in a storage unit because it's cheap in comparison to an apartment. Living here is actually really comfortable. I get a lot of things that I need and want to get done here. I can exercise.
I mean, come on, Doc. Like, you got to do all that in there. But exercising is good. But to do it inside the actual spot, the storage unit, I mean, that's a little over the top.
I can use the bathroom. I can play music anywhere in the unit.
Okay, let's not play music. I don't want to have that going on.
Climate controlled in here, so it's nice and warm. This unit is 24 hours, so I can come here anytime I want, stay here as long as I need to. We can take naps if we need to and go to sleep. So this is our living space. Very, very grateful to have this space. The next goal is to get an RV. The next goal after that, tiny home. And if we want to eat, I just cook right out front. Or we'll just prepare something cold inside of the unit. Sandwiches, a lot of times we make salad. If we want to get power, we use our power bank. They also have power here so we can charge our power bank. Me and my baby will live here as long as we need to until we get the shelter that we want. Because we're living here, now we can save up more money to get what we really want. We're in it for the long haul. Thank you for the support. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so there's so many, there's a lot I want to say. There's a lot of questions, a lot of comments, a lot of concerns that I have. Okay, so you saw that it's him and his young lady in there. I don't know if there's a girlfriend, wife, whatever's going on, but you have people in there, 2 people in there in this storage unit. And then at the end of it, it says, your support means everything. My sons need more of my son, not sons. My son needs more of my time while he is young. So thanks for giving me the opportunity. So my question is, okay, if you're in this storage facility with your young lady, is that your child's mother? Where is the boy at? Who is the boy living with? See, you got, I don't want to be super critical of him because he could be doing other things. He could be out there doing the wrong thing, engaging in criminality. I'm not saying he's not, but I don't think that he is. If you live in this kind of situation, you're probably not going to be doing something like that. But you could be on the streets, you could be on drugs, whatever. I understand things could be a lot worse. You could be doing worse for yourself. But if it's me, just me speaking for me, I wouldn't put a young lady in that situation or have any kids if I'm not stable enough to have a place to live. If I got to live in the storage facility, I don't think that's a safe place to have a family. You see what I'm saying? Now, if it's just me and I'm out here just trying to get myself together, I'm young, I'm just trying to get money to get myself on track, then it doesn't really matter. I can live in my vehicle. I can live in my Ford F-150. I can live in a Toyota Corolla. I can live wherever. I could be straight homeless if it's just me. But if I got a family, wife, kids, girlfriend, oh, no. So now we got to try to do something else. You know what I mean? Like, and then my question would be, do you have any family? Does she have any family? Where is your child living at? You probably can't have a little boy living in there. That might be, cause for DCFS to come in. Now, I'm not saying they should, but my whole point is I don't think that I would be living right there. But some of you guys may think differently. As I close, I want to say this. I think that what's happening right now in America is inspiring this kind of stuff to go on. Without all the poverty, the homelessness, the inflation, the general cost of living being so high, then you probably wouldn't see so much of this. And it's not just him living in the storage facility. He may have neighbors that live in there with him. Oh, yeah, he may have neighbors. But, when the poverty problem gets worse, and these kind of options become more popular, you're going to see an increase in crime. When you have some of these extended stays, places like that, they become rampant with crime because you're going to get the kind of people that live in these places who are going to commit crime. And a lot of times the places will kind of encourage criminality because they know that's their target. I'm going to tell you a quick story. Then I wrap it on up, put the bow on top. I knew somebody that was living in one of these extended stays. And the person was telling me they got all the paraphernalia for drug making. For if you want to cook crack, they got pots, pans, they got the measuring, they got all of that to be able to cook your drugs. And not just cooking materials. They understand exactly what's going on in a lot of these places. Some of them are owned by foreigners. They don't really care about the crime and the violence or whatever. As long as they're able to get their money from the people from this particular niche, then they're going to keep on doing it. But again, a lot of it's happening because of the crime, because of the poverty and whatnot in America that a lot of times comes straight from the federales who do not have our best interests at heart, at least not in the current administration. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your take on the young man living inside of a storage unit? Would you do it? Would you have wife, kids, or whatever in that kind of situation? What's your overall take on what's happening in this country where things like this become more of a viable option? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. If it's just me and I'm struggling, I'm down bad, as a cool kid say, and I'm trying to get myself together, then it doesn't really matter where I live. I can live in the shoebox, a Cracker Jack box, a cardboard box on the side of the road. It doesn't really matter. What I'm not going to do is smoke crack for a living. That's a different story. I'm not going to get on drugs, but wherever I live, it doesn't really matter. But if I got a girlfriend, if I got kids, see, now we got to figure out something else. But that's just me from my point of view. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.